I'd like to extend a very warm welcome this morning to Mr. Colin Shah, Chairman, Gem and Jewelry Expert Promotion Council. Very, very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you for this opportunity. The team at Edge and the Economic Times. The secret of change is to focus all of our energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new, and that's what we intend on doing. Post COVID and the time for everyone, everyone had a lot of time to reflect, and the industry is very clear that the time now has come to truly make India the greatest source for gems and jewelry. As travel is going to be a challenge to our main competitors, especially China and Thailand, India stands to gain tremendously on this journey of Make in India and being Atmanirbhar if we systematically work on the following. We truly need ease of doing business. We need to eliminate the paperwork that we have in our country. We need to work very hard on demand creation, and I compliment Economic Times over here for this initiative today, and this is a step in that direction of creating demand by going more and more virtual. We need improved credit for our industry, and especially the MSME sectors, because ours is typically an industry which has thousands and thousands of small manufacturers. So credit for that sector is extremely important, and we seriously need to work on India's image globally and in India, that it is a hub for design and quality and not only for cheap labor. So these are, I would say, the broad level agenda items, for the Gem and Jewelry Export Promotion Council and the industry at large, with partnering with all the stakeholders, industry, government, bankers, to make this a reality, because this is an opportunity for us post COVID. On the diamond side, we could become the largest trading and manufacturing hub globally. We already are the largest manufacturing hub, but trading happens in Antwerp, Dubai, Hong Kong, and this is an opportunity to bring that business over here. We manufacture 14 out of 15 diamonds globally, but we don't even have one mine in our country. So this is an expertise which has been developed over 5 decades of hard work by the Indian entrepreneur. If we are able to get a turnover tax for reputed miners in our special notified zones, then we have the ability of shifting this entire rough business also to India. We need to put a lot of energy in building a Indian diamond marketplace portal, so that we have scientific algorithm based pricing, which will help with transparency and consumer confidence in globally and in India. And another opportunity that we have in building this marketplace is that we will be able to reach to customers all over the world digitally. On the gold jewelry front, we need an effective gold monetization scheme. As we all know, and I'm sure there's lots of women today. India is a lover country. We've been buying gold since the idea of India was born, since I guess the turn of the century, and we probably have 25,000 tons in the country, and we have a great opportunity of bringing that gold back into the system. If we are able to do that, it will save on foreign exchange for the country, and we will have gold that we need for exporting to other nations. We will of course need mega common facility centers to enhance the skill of our workers to meet global standards. We have special economic zones. We need a new policy to convert them into economic employment enclaves stroke manufacturing zones. They need to become global manufacturing zones. We need progressive policies on reverse job work, e-commerce, and reforms on transfer of land, because that is the only way we'll be able to facilitate this opportunity which has been created, and we can get large branded companies or even Chinese and Thai companies to come and invest in India, set up world class factories, which will even help the ecosystem of the Indian entrepreneur. Besides that, we are leaders in gemstones, in tanzanites and rubies, but not in all the colored gemstones. We have an opportunity again if we build a special notified zone in Jaipur and facilitate miners across the world to come and sell their rough gemstones directly to the manufacturer in India. The new, I would say, sunrise sectors for our industry is plain silver jewelry, which has seen the largest growth in the last 2-3 years, and lab grown diamonds. These are both new categories and will continue to see high double-digit growth in the years to come. On banking, we hope that our sector gets priority sector lending. Our sector has 65,000 crores of finance out of 99 lakh crores of credit in the Indian industry. We're only at 0.6% of the total credit. So, if for some reason we are able to self regulate, innovate on that front, and mitigate the risk associated with our sector, I'm sure that our sector will get the credit it needs to flourish. Educating all our members through webinars, our institutes on digital skills will be the call of the hour. We also need to facilitate data analytics on markets and tech. Our members, and like I guess many in the country, is a generation which is not or which was not so digitally savvy. And we will have to make extra effort to make our population, our entire industry more digital. We will have to have targeted marketing campaigns in developed markets, especially like US, China, and the Middle East, so that we sustain those markets at where they are today. And we will have to make a lot of effort to develop new markets, which are like South America, Russia, and Japan. We, of course, need to partner closely with the Natural Diamond Council, Forever Mark, World Gold Council, and the Platinum Guild to understand this consumer, which has changed post pandemic, and target our industry towards their needs today, especially when they're looking at health, safety, not traveling. So we'll have to understand the new consumer and target them accordingly. We also plan on having a mega shopping festival before IIJS, based on the Dubai Shopping Festival, especially during the NRI season. This will help, get an export customer to India, and it will also stimulate demand before our key exhibition. We also intend on doing an international only show in Jaipur during the end of the year or early next year as soon as all the travel restrictions open up. But our focus is going to be to have an exhibition virtual. We'll have to obviously mix, I guess, virtual with physical, but have a show which is targeted only towards international customers. Lastly, the time has come to make sure that our labs and institutes are actually at global standard and are able to fulfill all the, I guess, compliance needs of customers and reputed brands globally. Lots to do, lots of opportunity to again make in India, become Atmanirbhar in the true sense of the word. And I can only end by saying that difficult roads usually lead to beautiful journeys. And we are hoping that post COVID, that's what happens to our industry. Thank you once again. Thank you for inviting me today to start this session. And best of luck, everyone. Have a great day and a great show.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Shah, and thank you for sharing the future plans with us. And here's wishing you and the team safety as well. One of our delegates has sent in a question for you, and I'd like for you to please answer that. Do you think the jewelry sourcing will now happen via digital mediums? Your thoughts on this, please.
I think digital is here to stay, and today it's probably 10% of the global trade. Before pandemic, it was 10%. I definitely seeing it, maybe double from here in the next 3 to 5 years. So while it will become maybe 15 to 20% of the business, 80% of the business will be physical. Because we're a touch, feel, experience kind of industry. So I think it will be clicks and mortar, where I guess every brand, every manufacturer, retailer will have to enhance his digital experience, because the consumer will research the product, brand, on the net and then visit the store. They won't. I think the habit of looking at 10 stores and then shopping may turn into a mixture of digital and then going to the store. So that will happen.
Well, we have time for another question. How are jewelry and diamond firms going to navigate these in these times of restricted cash flow? Your thoughts on this, please.
See, I guess what every manufacturer is doing. Okay. See, there are a few aspects over here. So I'll answer this question in break it up into a few parts. One is the inventory part of it. So I guess every manufacturer's worry is that he should not lose money on depreciation of the inventory value. So having said that, everyone's manufacturing less, whether it's diamonds, gemstones, manufacturing because of the lockdown and the safety norms which are in place, where only 10 to 20% of your factory is allowed, permitted to be open, I guess, in most parts of the country. Uh, the inventory risk has been mitigated to that extent because everyone's producing less. So, and I guess that will continue to happen even in quarter two. So as everyone manufactures less, the risk on inventory gets mitigated to that extent. Now, if you just look at, say, the market side of it, okay, and the market side of it is you take gold. Gold actually, though consumption physically has been reduced because of lockdowns, retail environment globally. But you have central governments globally buying gold, and hence you've had the highest price of gold maybe in in many years, and it continues to go up. So unless there is a vaccine or the US China trade war somehow magically comes to an end, we'll see gold touch higher levels every month. So from that standpoint, the industry is protected, where macroeconomic and the safety measures are going to make sure that there is a control on the amount of goods coming in the pipeline, and hence there will be less risk. I won't say there's zero risk, but there will be less risk on inventory.
Thank you so very much. And let's hope for better times very, very soon. Here's wishing you all the very best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.